Sorensen losing out in the air. Here's Sarabia. And now Gallego. Shot directed towards the near post, maybe slicing away. We didn't see a great deal of Bilbao as an attacking force at Anfield, but certain that there will be more from them here tonight. Sorensen winning it this time. Tubi. Gallego taking over. And a nice turn from Sarabia. And he saw Grobbelaar starting to advance off his line. And tried an imaginative chip. Fortunately for Liverpool, was just off the target. The turn from Sarabia, losing Phil Neal. And Alan Hansen coming across on the cover, just doing enough to put Sarabia off. Athletic Bilbao down in 11th place in an 18-man league. Nickel hit it crisply into the midriff of the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper in trouble. Lee can keep it in play, and Robinson and Zubizarreta in the end got away with it. Kiaga to take the free kick for Athletic Bilbao. And the header from Argote posed no problems in the end for Bruce Grobbelaar. Gallego has shown a neat touch in midfield. Bilbao haven't as yet produced a reasonable final ball. It might drop for Noriega, and the referee pointed straight away for a corner. Argote to take the corner. And Grobbelaar came and was nowhere near it. And fortunately for Liverpool, it's a goal kick. Their problems a moment or two earlier when the scramble on the edge of the area dropped Noriega's way. Souness changing the direction towards Lee. Robinson let it run, Dalglish. Well, he spun into the shot. Liverpool's most incisive move, ending with Dalglish just unable to keep it down sufficiently. Nickel with the throw. And taking on Okiaga. And Zubizarreta in trouble, and Robinson found it coming too quickly towards him from the goalkeeper's flap at the cross. But Steve Nicol turning Okiaga and showing that he can contribute going forward as well. A teasing cross that really troubled the goalkeeper. Robinson couldn't turn it. Really, it's in Liverpool's philosophy, if they can land a knockout blow, to do so with a counter punch. Kennedy. And Rush! Left unmarked. And Liverpool's patient approach has been rewarded with a goal. But when it came, really unusual from their point of view, because Alan Kennedy here delivered a cross with his right foot. And Ian Rush certainly doesn't rate his heading ability, but timed this header to perfection. And now Bilbao have to score twice in the 24 minutes that remain to put Liverpool out. Argote, Noriega! And it was almost an immediate reply. Bilbao have the corner. But Grobbelaar has the ball. And even if Bilbao do score once, Liverpool, remember, still have the edge now on the away goal. Booted forward by Souness, swept on by Robinson, and the more space now for this opening up for the likes of Rush here and Robinson. And here's Dalglish, tried to curl it! Superb save from Zubizarreta. We've seen Dalglish do that sort of thing before. A really inventive strike at goal. Hoping to catch the goalkeeper too far forward, but Zubizarreta responded to scoop it away. It stayed in play. And Grobbelaar in trouble. Well, Tubi couldn't turn it back across the face of the goal, to the relief of Grobbelaar, who's had one or two unhappy European experiences away from home. But this is Hodgson with fresh legs, and Rush! Well, it's not often that he fails to hit the target. And David Hodgson showing the value of the substitution, really, with the pace to get away. Rush adjudged just to have stayed onside, but he whacked it far too high. They've maintained their control throughout. And now they can celebrate an exceptional victory. Ian Rush's goal, the focal point after 66 minutes. But Liverpool's true quality, tremendous teamwork seen at its best. And really appreciated here by the Bilbao crowd as well. A happy final scoreline. It's Athletic Bilbao 0, Liverpool 1.
Clearly, Graham, it all went according to plan. What was the plan, quite simply?
Oh, and the plan was to come here out and battle with them and chase them and play our football and try and, play it as if we were at home and dominate them, and we did that. I thought we'd done ever so well tonight.
How highly do you rate that performance, alongside others in Europe?
I think that's got to be as good as any since I've been at the club. Bayern Munich was a great result. I think maybe that meant a wee bit more because that meant us in the final, but tonight, to come here and win, we were absolutely thrilled. It's an absolutely tremendous. You got you that time.
A few fireworks.
Bet they wished they had a few during the game.
Another word on the goal. It seemed to take an age to actually go in.
Yeah, I think there's a wee bit of wind blowing down that way. And Rushy, who's not the best header of the balls, I think he rates with me about being the worst in the club. He got up great and nodded it down. The goalkeeper was floundering. He was never going to get there. I think the wee bit of wind it was there took it in. That was a great goal. Belly with a right foot cross. What more can you ask?
I think it was fair to say that the atmosphere in the dressing room must be pretty good at the moment.
Oh, it's absolutely tremendous. I can't wait to get back there. It's a wee bit special. We're involved now right up to March when the next game is. And that's a great thing for the club as well.
Well, no disguising that smile, Joe.
Oh, it's a great feeling. And let me congratulate the whole 16 players, not just the 12 that were on the field. Tell you why, because it's so frustrating for the 4 that didn't get a game, and they're joining in this game as every game now is coming along, and they're part of the team. But obviously the 12 that went on there, now what a magnificent performance. There's nothing else I can say. There's nothing really.
I remember your predecessor, Mr. Bob Paisley, who didn't have a bad record in Europe, saying that on these occasions the most important thing was maybe quietening the crowd, and a very vociferous crowd tonight in the early stages.
Don't make the words too long, please, Elton. No, you're right. This is one of the, not the secrets, one of the things you try and do to a crowd like this, who wanted to shout their own team on but couldn't get a shout in, and as most probably would be shown, the flags that were flying for Bilbao, they gradually were lowered half-mast.
And that then becomes a great psychological boost to you.
For us, and we just carry on playing the way we did, and it turned out well. It turned out tremendous.
From our position, it seemed inevitable that the goal would eventually come. Is that the feeling you had?
No, no,
Really?
No. I was looking forward to extra time. Only, you see, this game of ours, this game in European football, you said you expected one. I think the crowd did, but you're always a little bit pessimistic on the bench, you know. Always. You know, oh, that, no. And then when the goal goes in, oh, what a boost it is for everybody, on us on the bench as well. And then, of course, those last few minutes, where do you go? How can you look at a match like that? Anyway, it ended great, didn't it?